Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I promised another bins video and we finally made it happen, only it took a year. This is the bins that are just right outside St. Louis. This is our first time coming here. Bridgeton. Sorry, we also have a special guest today, my husband. He was wearing glasses during this, so this is actually video from his glasses. I have a camera on me and I will upload my videos later, but we're just going to talk about like our experience with it. The first thing I will say about this, hands down, love the carts. The carts are amazing. They're plastic and they have handles on the sides and the fronts. They're just great. Also going to apologize. He whips his head around a little bit just because he's not used to wearing the glasses, but it does get better, I promise. Except for when he plays with the sword. Then it gets a little dicey, but I left it in there because it is funny. This is also a pretty big outlet. We've only been to the 3 around Indianapolis. This one's a lot bigger and it's a little different in that it doesn't rotate hourly. It just rotates once and it's closed for it. So it kicks you out. You have from 10 to 1 and then 3 to 6. So you have 3 hours to go through all of it. We got there right when it opened. You saw the line. The first 20 minutes were really hectic and then it just pretty much peters out. Like people are just flying through here. They're not using carts. They ran out of carts at one point. So that was pretty crazy. And it's for me, it's weird because this is my husband's point of view and it's like we split up. We don't shop together. We're not around each other when we do the bins. So it's a little different for me that I'm seeing what he's going through, what he's picking up and how fast he's moving compared to what I'm going through and what I'm picking up. Also, I'm a little jealous. He can completely reach the other side of the bins and I cannot. That is another thing that's different than the Indianapolis bins. These do not have 2 up against each other. So the Indianapolis bins, a row is 2 of them. A row here is just 1, except for in the hard goods, and I don't think we get a video of that till the afternoon. This is the morning of our second day. But we did find out that a lot of stuff he put back, I ended up picking up. So that was funny. But again, this is right when it starts, so it's very hectic right now. And again, like I'm looking at it for the first time and I would say the arrangement was really nice in that we all the hard goods were together, all the like glass and stuff was put in smaller boxes, so there wasn't broken glass. There was some broken glass, but not a lot. I actually saw a lot of open blades in there, like chopper blades and knives and stuff. Not necessarily broken glass.
That's the little people's house. I didn't look for people, though.
And I looked for the people. I was grabbing some... No, I didn't... I didn't grab little people. I grabbed... Playmobil.
That's what I meant too.
I grabbed a bunch of Playmobil people that I found later on. We also tried not to hit the same bins as each other, at least at the beginning, because again, the beginning is so crazy. I did not go for clothes at all at the beginning. I got clothes at the end, so I cannot tell you how good the clothes was. I actually picked up that bag my husband just put down, and it's currently in our garage.
It's a swim bag.
Mm-hmm.
Speedo.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my husband picked it up. I thought it was the mesh bag I picked up that was like huge. Another thing, a John Deere tractor. Another thing here, no bags. When you check out, absolutely no bags. We had no idea. So if you go to this bins, no bags. We were looking in the bins for bags. The first day, we went to the Cabela's store, which is really close, and ended up getting a bunch of their like 99-cent bags to have in the van, just to have some bags. But we do pull some bags from the bins to put our stuff in. I will also say there was a lot of pans, like really good pots and pans. But because this was $1.89 per pound, I wasn't going to waste it on pots and pans. But one lady had a cart completely full of pots and pans. Another guy was walking around with handfuls of headphones. So there were people with obvious goals, not just everything, which was kind of our goal, was everything, whatever we could sell. I will say in the afternoon, I bought a lot of personal stuff. So I'm hoping what sells will help pay for that. We've already sold one thing, and that came from the afternoon of the second day. I will say the first day we were only there an hour. So we were able to be here the whole 6 hours, so the 3 and 3. It was hard to find something to do while it was closed because there's not a lot around it. So we had to go relatively far to get food. But there was a lot of food places once we got there. Also a lot of naked Barbies, but there's always a lot of naked Barbies. A lot of Christmas stuff too, home decor. I picked up some home decor, and you'll see that in my video for myself personally, not to sell. I would also like to point out nobody is bumping my husband. No one's moving him around. There's video of a lady taking me out. Like, you see me knocked to the side. So, he had a wonderful time. I will say, though, even though there's a lot of people there, you were mainly had a bin to yourself. At the very beginning, if you really wanted a bin, you might have to share it, but there was enough bins that you could find one that nobody was at. I haven't seen anything yet that he's thrown back that I picked up. I will say he is more particular about what he picks up, and I am less particular about what I pick up. I was wondering if that was a Cabbage Patch Kid. In one of the videos, I'm like, why didn't you grab that? But I don't remember what it was. There was also a lot of blenders and like food processors, hence the open blades. And people parted a lot of stuff out. So once you got to it, some things were missing. But again, lots of small toys. I found a handful of Legos that were actually Legos. And the bins were fairly full, but not terrible. I don't know what he's picking up here. Play school stuff, I think?
What I pick up?
Figurines? You picked up like 3 or 4 figurines.
Were they Playmobil?
They might have been Playmobil. Or the fat ones.
Oh, I picked up a little LOL thing too.
Yeah. Again, lots of tiny toys. And if you knew what you were looking for, then yeah. When he picked up this, he just picked up the bike helmet. I was like, please don't put that on your head. Like, he was looking at it. I'm like, don't put it on your head. What is that? A wood stick?
Yeah, I think it was like a recorder.
Oh. I found a trombone case, and I really, really wish the trombone would have been in it, because I would have bought the trombone. And again, it's $1.89 per pound, which is not horrible. Another bike helmet.
The Minion bike helmet I kept for later, and then I threw it back because I couldn't find any comps, but it seemed cool. It seemed like someone would want that.
I was just like, please don't put it on your head.
Be a minion.
See, that's a Baby Alive doll, and that might have been worth something.
It doesn't look like a cool one, though.
It is not a cool one, but it's a naked one.
I like the cards.
I know the Baby Alive, like, diapers and clothes sell for slightly more, and they weigh... I don't know what he's doing here.
What I liked about these bins is the board games were, for the most part, taped shut, so they weren't all over the bins.
Yeah, that was actually really nice, and the shoes were tied together.
And stayed, for the most part. There were games open and shoes not with their pairs, but a majority was, and they definitely tried, which was nice. And people were less likely just to rip the covers off and let the game pieces
Oh, he
go.
did pick up these cards, though, and gave them to me. There's a long story. I've sold a lot of vintage cards. So he picked them up, and I
dropped them on the floor. That's what I'm doing now, picking them up.
I wondered what you were doing. I was like, why do you...
The bag had a hole in it, and like a quarter of them fell out when I transferred from the bin to the cart.
Also, is that a thermostat? I was wondering what that is. It's
I
like
think so.
a white thing with a bit of, I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but I thought it was a thermostat. Um, the, and I really haven't gone through all the stuff, so some of it's still a surprise. I'll open a bag and be like, oh, we got this. That's fun. The, I, I don't even think we got through a full row in 15 minutes. Maybe 4 bins in 15 minutes.
That's a breast pump that I ended up throwing back too.
Because you can't sell medical equipment. Actually, you can sell closed systems, but not open systems.
Well, I knew there was a difference. I didn't remember what the difference was, and I didn't want to Google it at the time, so I threw it in to chuck it out later.
And they're heavy.
But it was a sleek design, so.
Yeah. That guy's checking to see if that's American Girl doll. It is not. I passed it by later. It's in My Generation Target brand. But there was a lot of people that knew what they were doing. Like, I feel like there was a lot of resellers.
100%. I'm even not even sure I saw that doll to begin with, so.
I saw her later on, and the fact that she was still there after they'd been picked through was kind of telling that it wasn't American Girl, but it doesn't hurt to check. That was Merlin.
It was.
There's also a lot of organizational stuff like tubs and stuff like that if you wanted that, if you were shopping for yourself. But I felt like a lot of people were on their phones. Like, I felt truly that there were a lot of like eBay resellers, not like flea market resellers there.
Definitely more eBay. A lot of people are on the app.
So I didn't hear any cha-chings while we were there, but and we did go on the weekend, so weekends might be busier than weekdays. We did not go on a weekday. We went on the weekend.
Still wasn't horrible, though.
No, it wasn't horrible. And it was basically a ghost town when we were leaving. And we were staying until they started pulling bins out. They're like, hey, you guys, you have to check out. And they started pulling bins. And we did see stuff repeat from the first day. Not a lot.
It's a Reagan calendar. I just thought it was funny.
I'm gonna laugh, but that's worth like $100.
No, I looked it up too, but it wasn't worth anything. It was like crumpled anyway. But it was like 2024.
Why would you want a Reagan calendar in 2024?
It was from being subscribed to like Turning Point or something.
Is the Reagan the one from around here?
The Reagan Library?
No, like Eureka?
Yeah.
This is a blow-up alien.
It's the one where the alien's carrying a person. Which I thought, it's actually a morph suit, like the legit name. I was like, oh, that might be worth something. Or funny. We have a 14-year-old.
We didn't buy it.
We put it back.
Spoiler, we didn't buy it.
Also, you can buy one for like $10 on eBay, so.
I will also say we only get an hour and a half of my husband's videos because the glasses camera cuts out after an hour and a half. But we get an hour and a half of him shopping each time, so a total of 3 hours. And I'm hoping my videos turned out okay. I experimented with different positions of the cameras this time, so we'll see.
It's rubber chicken. I did not pick it up.
Ooh, I bet it was sticky.
It's one of those hard plastic ones.
Side note, he wears gloves. I don't. If I left some of the sound in my video, you hear me go, ooh, that's sticky, or ick, a lot. There was a lot of sticky here. Like, I felt like a lot of things were, like, gummy or sticky. Again, nice pan here. Nice insert for a pan, but it's so heavy. Duck. Okay, we're going to stop here. Thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.